Hey you guys, it's Anne Marie. Cha 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 cha. I passed and I'll attach the video, so I won't make this a 10-minute video. But I walk past this tree. There was a tree again. There's this huge web and all these like caterpillars, are in it. Like, it used to freak me out, but I zoomed in on it and it was really cool looking. And like some of them, they're all at different stages of life, getting ready to, bust out of this huge cocoon. I mean, it was huge. And so I got the download, obviously, someone's about to bloom. And what's interesting is that, stick with me here. So I'm gonna turn you around. This briefly talks about this ash tree that used to be here, right? It's not the bugs here. My water's dripping, sorry. There's a wood burring insect. People think it killed it, but it's an adult emerald ash. Boars eat ash leaves and cause them to harm the trees. However, the larvae feed off the tunnels under the bark, cutting off the flow of water and nutrients within the tree. So the larval activities led to the death of hundreds of millions of ash trees in North America, right? So this is where the larva's at, like the holes in the tree. Okay. This past, I don't know, was it the beginning of the winter or whatever, when I was at a different location, I did some videos about tree codes. And it was a pretty amazing video because I can read codes in trees. Now, when you peel the bark away, the bug that eats the tree or whatever, it makes a pattern, right? It makes a pattern under these trees. And not that pattern, okay? But I just wanted to, I'm going to pull that in a second. Hopefully, spirit slows down here. And so there's codes in those trees. Even though a bug makes them, nothing happens by accident. And so I can read those codes when I come across those trees, which I haven't come across many here back in Columbus. Oh shit, now looks like I'm lactating. Look. Oh well. I don't know why I find that so funny. Actually, breast milk can heal a lot of things. So, but anyway, so I can read these codes, right? And so I did a video about those codes, those tree codes that you can read. Now, that tree back there, even those little holes in there, they make up a really interesting pattern. If you notice, that's why I kind of zoomed in on it. Those can also be read. I haven't been able to decode those trees yet. I've tried a few times. I've come back here a couple times and I've meditated with the tree and the codes were jumbled up. I couldn't figure them out. I haven't been able to thus far yet, but I'm sure it'll be coming. So if you're somebody who likes numbers and codes, I hate numbers, but I think that was ingrained to me as a child to hate them. So I've always had this fear of them. So I need to work through that. But I see codes and everything. I see patterns and everything. And so I can figure a lot of things out. Let's just say that. And so I know I'll be successful with that tree. So the messages with that cocooning. Okay, so the codes on that tree are the codes of, how can I say this? I just walked through big spider web. Shit. So the codes, the cocooning phase, the codes in the tree have ancient knowledge on how to better manage the cocooning phase of life. So when you're in the cocoon, stay with me. So when you're in the cocoon, you have more say-so, more spirit show me direction on how things are going to turn out for you. Sometimes we have to go into a cocoon and to kind of come back to center And sometimes we don't know how things are going to pan out, right? I hope this is making sense. But for me, I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to go back the way I came because it's into the trail. For me, it makes sense, but I'm trying to explain it. And it's hard to explain how I get the download. So the tree codes have ancient knowledge, since everything is connected, on how when we're in a cocoon phase of something, when we're developing something, we're coming up with an idea. Hi, Mr. Burry Burr. That's the oldest tree in the park. Remember him? Mr. Burry Burr Oak. So the cocooning phase, like when we're in cocoon, when we're working on something, when we do shadow work and we're kind of going into self or whatever, the codes in these trees can give us key insights on how to manage the cocoon better, how to make our cocoon tighter, and when we, thank you, I know, how we can manage the cocoon better, and how our wings can spread further and we can fly higher once we get out of that cocoon. How do we read codes on a tree? Well, I can't tell you how to do it for you. You have to have a connection with trees. And you have to pay homage to them. You have to respect Mother Nature. It's not something you just do overnight. The path, it's a journey, a walk, because the reason being is that the codes that come from these trees, the ancient knowledge that I get from these trees, if I would have been unhealed, would have been the unhealed version of myself, I probably, more than likely, Spirit knows me, would have used that knowledge probably not for the good. Probably to get my lick back. Probably to do some foul shit. I don't know. I want to say I wouldn't do that, but that's just who I am today. And so that's why the knowledge and the downloads don't come easy for certain people, is because Spirit already knows, like I said in a previous video, Spirit already knows our intentions of things. Like, oh, just give me this knowledge, just give me this great insight, and it'll help the masses. No, Spirit knows you're going to try to take advantage of the masses. And so that's why you may get limited downloads, limited information. Or, you know, when people try to get readings on other people, right? I just want to keep recording because there's some guy listening to Bob Marley behind me. Singing a song. This is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, I know it's a place message all over the place. I'm getting these crazy downloads ever since I watched one of my favorite readers, Pluto Being Tarot, on YouTube. He had a collective reading yesterday, and he mentioned about some things coming together. I'm not going to tell you what it says, because I want you to go watch it. But it's Pluto Being Tarot on YouTube, and he just posted it yesterday, and he wasn't lying. It started about 11:30 last night. Woo! It was 11:33 actually. I looked at the clock. I have to look at that angel number. It was been popping off, and I haven't been able to sleep because I'm getting these downloads. And I came outside, even though I did some readings and it's hot. I said, I need to come walk in nature. I need to ground myself because I need to take my own advice. My scalp is popping off with all the downloads and all the pings of knowledge that Spirit has given me. And wow. So back to the trees. That's why it's important to spend time in nature, spend time with the trees and give offerings and talk to the trees. And you don't have to like research and learn everything about the trees. The trees will give you the knowledge they want you to have, but it's a matter of doing it respectfully. Again, tree spirits and nature spirits already know your intentions, so they're only going to give you what they think you'll do well with. So anyway, I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved.